Have you ever stumbled upon something ordinary that turned out to be extraordinary? In a small, humble village lived Maya, a poor girl whose only family was her grandmother. They led a life marked by hardship, barely making ends meet. One sunlit morning, as Maya wandered through the dense forest collecting wood, her eyes caught a glint. There, half buried under a fallen leaf, was a bowl. Shiny and unusual, it radiated a peculiar glow that was hard to ignore. Little did Maya know this was no ordinary bowl. Imagine your surprise if something as simple as cooking rice could change your life. In the quiet of her humble kitchen, Maya placed some rice in the old bowl she found in the forest, only to witness a wonder. The grains magically doubled. With eyes wide, Maya and her grandmother marveled at this unexpected blessing. Silently, they agreed to keep this miraculous ability a secret, hoping it would quietly relieve their long-standing struggles without drawing prying eyes. But in a small village, secrets have a way of spreading. What happens when greed overcomes a community? In the small village where Maya and her grandmother lived, the tale of the magical bowl that doubled whatever was placed inside it began to spread like wildfire. Whispers turned into conversations, and soon the entire village knew of the mystical artifact in Maya's humble home. One fateful day, while Maya and her grandmother were out gathering herbs, a few villagers, driven by their greed, broke into their home. They snatched the bowl, believing they could harness its powers for themselves. But the magic of the bowl was not so easily transferred. At the thieves' house, the bowl remained stubbornly normal. No matter how much rice they poured into it, it refused to double. Frustrated and desperate, the villagers concocted a theory. Maya must have cast a spell on the bowl to prevent others from using it. This suspicion quickly turned into envy and anger, culminating in a harsh decision. Driven by suspicion and envy, the villagers forced Maya and her grandmother to leave their home. True magic, it turns out, requires a pure heart. As Maya and her grandmother wandered, lost and disheartened, they encountered an old sage in the forest. He saw the sorrow in their eyes and learned of their plight. The sage revealed that the bowl's enchantment only responded to those who wielded it with kindness and true intent. He then whispered a secret mantra into Maya's ear, a way to call the bowl back to its rightful keeper. Uttering the sacred words, the bowl miraculously returned to Maya, affirming that only she could unlock its true potential. With the bowl back in her possession, Maya faced a choice. Can forgiveness really turn foes into friends? In our story, it did just that. When the villagers saw that the magical bowl only worked for Maya, a realization dawned upon them. Overwhelmed by their own actions, they sought forgiveness from Maya and her grandmother, asking them to return and live in the village once more. With a heart as generous as the magic in her bowl, Maya accepted their apology. She chose to use the bowl to help everyone prosper. Thus, the village found prosperity and peace, all thanks to a little girl with a big heart and a magical bowl.